Quick update on what we're at. The yard is a nice mess, but we're washing all the things after the winter, the muck spreader, and getting ready for maize. Some of the tractors still have to be a change of oil on them and get ready for sowing maize. The muck and all is out, and just plough it and sow it. And the weather's not too bad. Now we're promised 16 mil of rain the day after tomorrow, but hopefully after that it'll be okay. So in here, going this way, this is our servicing shed. So that, the mower, thought I'd get to change it, but couldn't find one, so I'm going to put on new dishes on the bottom of it. Other than that, it's okay, I hope. And we made a new stand here for the oil, so we still always buy them in. Sorry, we made a new stand here for the oil, and we got new pumps. Before we used to be getting the 60 litres, and sometimes when you might use a good bit of oil, you say there's a 60 litre now at the top. Go on. So I just made this up now. Has a collecting tray there on the bottom, and this is just for the drop off the pump, and then I just put a little tap there to drain off when this gets full. Down here in the bottom then, these were all things that were on the other farm when we used to dump the corn into the shed for blowing the air through. So I don't do that anymore, so I just use them up there. I weld the three of them together, hold the oil. Now the whole purpose of this then is I can pick it up with the pallet forks, maybe up in the other shed or something if I wanted to change the oil, and just bring the whole lot with me. Might never happen, but I did it that way in case. Got the 3 pumps on the internet. They're very fast, so you can leave the oil measure there, and just put that into it, and away you go. So then we got a barrel of AdBlue as well. We were buying it in 5-gallon drums. So we don't use that much. We've only 3 oaks with AdBlue, so that was it. So that's the idea, the cage and the whole lot. And well, the barrels actually work out a little bit cheaper, not a whole pile, but you're just not the whole place not all full of drums. That's just a little trolley I got on the other place, and it holds the batteries and the chargers. Maybe I showed you that before. So I'll go out along here now, and hopefully today now we'll finish the washing. I have the digger all washed just to clean out the inside of it, and go down along here. So the 1595 is washed, and that was it. Grass is growing well. So I had them out. I took them out of the shed the other day, the 1595 and the 7000, and I'll show you what I did. So the last few years, anytime you ever seen us coming in this piece of the road, it was all potholes. Now this road to the lake is commune, so they look after it. So for a couple of years we were filling in all the potholes with 804, as we call it back in Ireland, gravel, and sometimes they come along maybe and put a bit of tar and chips on top of it, but using to last that long. The only big advantage to the potholes is no one to drive fast into the yard. So it's about 1.5 kilometres from here to the main road. So we went over to the Mary's about 5 or 6 days ago. Kind of went over there saying, what's the crack, why don't they do the road and this and that, and they were humming and hawing. So then there was a bit of thing, I know nothing about politics, so there was a bit of thing on the news about Marie Le Pen and put to jail and that. And I said I'll have to ring up Marie Le Pen and just she'll get it done, because all around here they're Marie Le Pen. It's far right or far left, I'm not rightly sure, but she's far right, I think. So 3 days after they came and did it. I'm sorry I didn't give out before that, but anonymous. So this is where we're at here as well. We put up a tunnel and did a job on the garden here. So I rose all the garden, and I'll show you now in a minute where I got the clay. That's rose about, well, down near the tree, about 4 foot. You can see it there. Now we do put plastic over the whole lot because keep maintenance. So we rose all that about 4 foot back to 0 because there was an awful slope there. And then we bought this tunnel, just starting to sow it now. And yeah, it's very steady and very easy to put up as well, and wasn't that expensive. So we have the potatoes sowed there. You can see, bore a little hole, stick them down, and then there's no weeding or anything, because when we get busy here, this place will be overgrown. So now Emily does the garden. The rhubarb here, we'll have to push round pipes over it to make it grow long. And then we did a few raised beds here, and things are just starting to come up. And we got some wood chip. Well, we do have the cattle on it there now. So mainly these ones are all different types of onions, and she has early potatoes sowed over there, and the strawberries are in this old trough here, and they're up. And then I think they're raspberry bushes. So that was that job done. Now all that's left to do here is, what I have to do here is now there's our 3 electric fences, and they're in there in that little hut which we call the bread oven. So we have it here. There's 3 lines going out there, and these 3 here are for if lightning hits it, it won't burn the fence. They seem to work, because before we put them up we had to change a couple of fences. So all the earths are going around the lake. You can even hear it clicking there now. All the earths are going around the lake, and the reason for that is the dampness. Because in the summer here, if you get the drought, and the earth bars have no moisture around them unless you pour water, they lose, they're not as good. Now, an earth is only as good, or a fence is only as good as its earth. So baiting an earth down into the ground is a pure waste of time. So we have a little auger that bores a hole down about a metre, a hand one, and you just drop the bar down and fill it with clay. But they only last 6 or 7 years, and they'll corrode again. So I have to redo them now. But what I'm using now on the other farm and on another fence I don't bother with earth bars anymore. I use long copper wire. So I'll dig a trench along there and put down maybe 2 trenches and put down the copper wire. Now some lads use sheep wire, dig a big yoke with the digger, put down the sheep wire. It's nearly better as well, because if an earth bar touches a rock, it loses some of the power of the fence. So I'll go up along here now and show you where I got the clay and what we're at. That's our pony field there. Grass is starting to grow. The nights have been cold now for the last couple of weeks, and what was holding us up here for a while is trees. So back there in I think it was December, there was a big storm here and 18 or 19 trees fell, and some of them fell out in the road and that, so it took a good while to clear them. So then there was another slight storm, and I'd say there was some trees that was loosened up when I turned it around. So there was a slight storm and more trees fell. So between the whole lot, 22 trees fell. Now I have them all kind of junked in 8 foot long lengths, and they're all up there then as when things ease off. So our muck spreader is here, cleaned up, finished with. Have to put oil it up now next week. So I'll turn that around again now. So this is where we got the clay for the garden, and we gravelled the yard. So I have this rose up here. Now this shed here is not finished, but all the water comes down this way. But last year we had awful floods, so it used to fly down here and went straight through that shed. You can see there, it never happened before. You can see there where it's kind of green after it. So I decided so now it'll come flying down here. It's a bit of a height here, and hopefully run out the gate. So the shed is almost finished, just the gutters now. You can see there how much we dropped it. There was a fair height of clay up to there, and it was nice clay for the garden. So we left a bit of a bankment there for leaving things up on. What's there now won't be left up on, the likes of that maybe. And there was a couple of old electric poles, so we just used them there to bank that up. I didn't want to go too much in there because I might interfere with the roots of the trees, even though the rabbits are doing a nice job on them there. So all that's left now is to put the fence across there, and it's gravel. I'm not going to do any more with it. So we're at this here now, doing a bit of space boarding on the back. There's a small little bit, when there was a bit of rain here last year, I came out a couple of times and a small little bit blowing in. So all them little boards were over on the other farm in the shed, so I brought them back. So I just don't have lift it up. It's about 3 foot, and just come down here 3 foot and screw this to the bottom of the purline and put a bracket, and that'll do it for now. The other thing I will do the next time I have the mixer on is just put a small bit of concrete up about 6 inches, so any water that does drop will go off. And that's it. It's all okay other than that. I don't want to spoil the price of the shed. I put a bit of concrete here and it works well. Now I have no more sheeting, plus I'll have to take the ditch over it, and I'll have to get permission to take the ditch over it. So when you're up, I'll turn this around again. So when you're up the field, the ditch looks nice beside the shed. You mightn't believe it or not. So I just don't want to take it out. I know it's myself. It's only for parking machinery, and that's okay the way it is there. So I'm really happy with the shed the way it turned out, and it fits in lovely. Now everything, the trailers work grand here because I have the length to bite to it. The muck spreader is too long to be sticking out a little bit. The far side plus the drawbars to be sticking out. The muck spreader itself will not fit here, so the muck spreader is 28 foot long without the drawbar. So I tried backing it in and kind of hit off of that there. See it? So I said I wouldn't bother. Now the trailers could go in another little bit if you wanted to. So the next thing here now is I have concrete jugs, old slabs, and I'm going to drop them there. And then I put down I'm going to drop concrete lads there, so when I back in it'll just hit off it. I don't have to be hopping in and out, so I won't hit the shed. Now I know that'll come back another bit, but not the end of the world. Now them power lines there are for the overhang, and that'll be done this summer, the overhang for that shed. So it's a nice space now. Before here was all scrap, and once the overhang is done, out here is finished. So up here then, I'll just show you, we have the pads are all empty, so we were just rolling them and grass sitting them there last week. We might go back. Actually, I'll go up this way. So the silage is all gone out here. So we just run the grass harrow and rolled it and just put back a bit of grass seed where the cattle was. So that worked a treat for last year, and it saved a lot of straw because the sheds were all well full of cattle, and we had a kind of a wetter year than normal. That's it. So I'll show you a few things the next day. And the power harrow is in there in the garage, putting in 2 beardings and a seal, and what I'm going to do with the ever run. So that's it. I know there hasn't been a video for a while, so like and subscribe and whatever you want to do, and hopefully the next video we might be going back showing what we're at, because we're very busy up to this. It was very hard to get a video out, and Laura was busy as well. So hopefully see you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Okay.